Are you trying to make some money with your new setup? Because Substack just quietly shipped something that, in my opinion, changes the whole game for paid subscriptions. And here's the thing, most writers don't even know it exists yet because right now it is still in beta. I got early access. I got an email from Substack because I am part of the product lab. I spent hours clicking every single button, testing it, breaking it up, and setting it up my own perps, so you don't have to figure this out alone. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it is, how to set it up step by step, what it can and can't do yet, because there are some limitations nobody's talking about, and I'll give you even my exact perk lineup that you can literally steal for your own new setup for some inspiration. So grab your laptop, because by the end of this video, your subscribe page is going to look completely different. Let's get into it. Okay, so before I show you the new feature, let me explain the problem it solves, because this is very important. If you've been on Substack for a while, you know you've always been able to list subscriber benefits. This is what I want to show you now. So these are the subscriber benefits. You would come here by clicking on subdomain.substack.com. I have a custom domain. This is why it is onwritingclub.com/subscribe. So you would always go with /subscribe. And if you would do this, then you could then here show a list of your subscriber benefits, as you can see here if I zoom right in. So when it comes to the subscriber benefits, this could be, for instance, like access to your posts. This could be, for instance, a podcast, Q&As, courses, mini courses, community access, whatever, so perks, And when we're talking about like these perks, however, these are not new. So you need to know what the catch is. They were buried, so when someone were coming to the site, like the subscribe page, they were like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm checking this out, but this is just text for me. And this is how a checkout page used to look like. A few lines of plain text that, let's be honest, most readers scroll right past. Boring, right? You could be offering the most valuable bonus in the world and nobody would even see it. And the difference between a benefit nobody sees and a perk that's displayed like a gift under the tree, that is the difference between, and take my money, I'm opening my wallet for you. This is actually the exact playbook some of the biggest publications on Substack have been using for years. Think, for instance, Lenny Rachitsky. So Lenny Rachitsky, he's the #1 in business. He is in marketing. This is why I'm following him. And when you're checking out what he has to offer, then you're going to see, oh my God, what has he all there in the perks? So what he's doing is he is offering a so-called Lenny's Product Pass with 25 plus free premium products available exclusively for paid annual subscribers. So this was the reference in Substack's email where they said, you know what, this is like somehow inspired by Lenny Rachitsky, because Lenny, he's the one in business, the #1. And so we built this based on this idea. I think it's amazing. Also, if you check out what Lenny then later built with Lenny's Product Pass, you're going to see, oh my God, this is so good. Because, for instance, here you can then insert your email address. You can claim these free AI tools here, and then you have to be a founding member or you have to be an annual subscriber. So you can see the overview here of all these amazing AI tools. So this is what he built. And based on this, then Substack said, you know what, we need definitely to visualize these perks more, because now it is really built into the platform. So this is something that we can see on the Online Writing Club. Very good, because now in the navigation bar, we also have perks. So it is built into the platform now for everyone to see, including you. And this is amazing. You don't have to pay, for another tool or another site or so. So what is actually new? Of course, this is your question. Again, perks are not new, but they are now visually present. So let's click on perks and see what's happened. So for you, I just created like 2 perks so you can see this and I can visualize this for showing you exactly how this works. So we're talking here about real cards. We're talking here about real images. And we also talk about like these unlock buttons, which are amazing. These call to action buttons all surface on a brand new perks tab right on your publication. Your extras finally get the shop window they deserve. It honestly reminds me of something that I was talking about with a founding member last week, and this is TikTok Shop. The moment that TikTok added TikTok Shop, I have the feeling like this is very similar. So your newsletter basically now gets a storefront. And the smartest part about it is what visitors see depends on who they are. So if you're logged out, you see the rewards as locked. You see them here also as locked, and you can then unlock them. If you are an eligible paid subscriber, you can unlock the perk with a link or a code. So meaning someone who is already a paid subscriber can unlock this. You can always say, you know what, go to the site, and then you get the link or you get the code. And the same happens if someone upgrades, then this person also gets like this code and this link, which I think is cool. And everyone else, you know what? They get an upgrade flow nudging them to go paid. This is what Substack does. Substack only makes money if you do. And this is why Substack, of course, wants you to make money, which is cool. And this means that this is the part I love so much, that your perks tab quietly really works as a sales page without you lifting a finger. It's selling for you 24/7 while you sleep. So inside the Online Writing Club, what people, for instance, have to offer are mini courses. They have, for instance, monthly coaching programs. They have group calls. They have Q&As. They have live sessions. They have, for instance, the first chapters of their books. They have cheat sheets. They have so many things, templates and stuff, ebooks, you know. So let that sink in for a second, because I always say that Substack can be your house, can become your home. And with this, you now let really show everyone that you have to offer so many amazing things. And before they were really buried, it was just text. I always say go beyond text, dare to go beyond text. Similar to this video, I'm also going beyond text, which is of course much better, especially if you want to explain something. And if I'm just saying I have this specific course without actually showing it, it's definitely different. So now let me show you exactly how to set this up. This takes about, let's say, 2 minutes to 5 minutes. I didn't time it, but the thing is really, it is in beta right now, so please bear with Substack. It's gonna take, let's say, a week or two or so to ship this new feature. This is something that you need to keep in mind, okay? So if you're watching this right now and you're gonna say, oh, Christina, I can't see it yet. Well, if you're then watching this a bit later, you all have access to this. This is how Substack is doing this. Now I'm in this exclusive circle that has access, and I'm testing it and I'm bringing it to you so you are informed about what's to come. So step one would be that you go to your publication dashboard and you open your settings. So for this, you would go again on subdomain.substack.com. If you have a custom domain, you're going to go on your custom domain. In my case, it's onlinewritingclub.com. Then you're going to click on dashboard. And by clicking on dashboard, you would then come here and you could say, you know what, I now want to go into my settings. These are the publication settings. And from there, I would go to the payments. Here, the payments, I have already enabled Stripe. Stripe is, the third party that is helping us here with Substack, Stripe, and then you as a writer. And this is the way you can earn money with Substack. Heads up, you can now also, for instance, earn money with crypto. So this is also possible, but now we're going to talk about Stripe, you know? So with Stripe, I have this all set up. I said, you know what? I have also like a plan. You can scroll down to the payment benefits then and see what's going to happen there. And you can see also all the benefits. Also, for instance, I have enabled the founding plan, which means that people can become monthly subscribers, meaning they could say, you know, on a monthly basis, I'm going to be part of the club. They could say, you know what, I want to be with Christina 365 days in a year. So this would be an annual subscriber. And then the founding member would be someone who would say, you know what, I would love to support Christina. And in my case, you go beyond everything I share and you're going to get, for instance, one-on-one access to me personally, which is, of course, the best thing for everyone with a brand or a solo business. So below this now, below the benefits, you can now see the subscriber perks, which is amazing, okay? So these are like the old benefits, and this is also where the new perks live now. So you will click on manage, And then you can click on create perk. Then this is something that Substack added. Direct debit payments are enabled. If your perks have significant monetary value, we recommend turning off direct debit payments before creating new perks. Direct debit SEPA payments take 5 to 15 business days. Okay, so we were going to say, you know what, we continue anyway, as I think, yeah, everything is fine for what I want to share with you. So now we would have the opportunity to click to create a perk and choose the perk type, you know? So what you can do now is you can give it a title, you can describe what the subscriber gets with this perk, then you can add an image, and you can also say, you know what, this is a link I'm sharing, and also you can include the URL. And in addition, you can then say my audience are all paid subscribers, and or it's, for instance, founding members or so. So in my case, we would go, for instance, with my perks, so you could check them out and we can just create them. So it would be, for instance, here Substack for beginners. So I would go with title would be Substack for beginners course, which would be included. And then I would, for instance, say here value $40.99 on-demand course to go through in your own pace. Join now, which of course would be super short. I would recommend in general going with more than this. You have up to here 1,000, which you can use. Here it's 200. And here with the image, it's very important to go with 1,200, 800 pixels. This is something that you can easily create in Canva. So you would go into your Canva account in my favorite design tool, and I think we can see it somewhere. Yeah, we can see it here with the Substack for Beginners course as an example. So Substack for Beginners, this would be it. And before, how I did this was I created this as custom size, and the custom size said here 120 times 800, yeah. 800. And then I clicked on create new design. And then, for instance, I have already my Substack for Beginners here. I downloaded this and then I uploaded this here to my Substack for Beginners course. And then we have the universal link. So the universal link for the Substack for Beginners course would be substackforbeginners.com. This would be the site. Oops. This would be the site. And of course, there would be a specific link. This is just like the page to sign up for this. However, for this video, I'm showing it that way, but you would here then insert the URL. And next up, you would decide, you know, what are the people getting this? You know, who are you creating this perk for? So you would choose the perk type, and you would say, you know what, this specific discount code, downloadable resource, invite to a special, or live session. This is something that, for instance, all paid subscribers get, meaning the monthly, the annual, and the founding members. Or you're going to say it's just for the annual and founding plan, or it is founding plan subscribers, you know, just the founding members, which would be like the biggest. So it's going to go from monthly, annual, and then founding plan. And after this, you would click on save, and then there would, of course, be already like the Substack for Beginners course. So this is super short here. On-demand course to go through in your own pace, and weekly live sessions, you get it for free. So this would be the one here. And the other one I created for you is this one, access to our community chat. So this is a bit longer because I wanted to see how much space I have here. This is the Substack community where writers actually talk with each other, celebrate, collaborate, grow together, and grow together. This isn't a join and lurk situation or dead chat. Here's what you get, okay? And then I'm explaining this. And then also, for instance, I am here inserting, if someone knows Substacks in and outs, Christina is that person. And I feel you really want to help people succeed and you know how to do it, Bettina, you know, something like this. And then I inserted this photo here as well, again, in the pixels we would need to have for this. So I think this is amazing because you can then see, okay, this is the actual goodie, and people can click on the link, they can get the code. So if your perk is, say, a free course, this is where the course link goes, when you're then here going into the Substack for beginners, this would be it. So before, for instance, you would be sending them an email, and now it's simple. They can click on the perks and they get access. So you don't have like this, let's say, exploding email inbox already with the welcome email and this and that. It's really that people can go on the perks page and then they can unlock it and then they get this specific perk for the specific audience. And yeah, you decide again who unlocks what. This is how you make your tiers actually mean something. And I'm going to come back to this. And very important, of course, is that you're going to say, you know what, you have this automatically generated perks tab right there on your page. Let me see whether I have the Online Club open here. No. So you're going to see this here. This is something that then Substack generates automatically the moment you start creating these perks. And then this is going to appear on your publication site. So you don't build a custom page. You don't touch any design tools. Substack really does this for you, which I think is cool. Okay? So yeah, look at this. This is now on the navigation bar. This is like my house, my home on the internet here with Substack, where you can find all my tutorials and my podcasts and stuff, where I have my chat, my community, where I have my podcast, where I have my courses. And these courses were linked then to the site, which I don't need anymore. People could click on perks and then they would see these cards and they could then, unlock the amazing paid offers that I have. So yeah, I think this really makes you to upgrade, so you're going to see this. Oh my God, I get the Substack for beginners course. I get access to the community chat, whatever it is, it could be something with whatever, like gardening, and you're going to share some gardening stuff for June as an example, because I know like you're probably thinking, cool, but what do I actually offer, So it's very important to check out mine, So if you're going to go back to mine and going to see what I have to offer, then you're going to see that with the perks I offer, it's something that you can really steal, This is nothing special that I offer, except the part that I really have to walk the talk and really actually deliver on the promise. And delivering on the promise means that I really have to do the lives and stuff. And this is what you then have to decide whether you want to do it or not. Because many then say, you know what, Christina, I don't want to do these lives. I rather would like to share a mini course, or I would like to share a cheat code. So again, it is something that you decide what you're going to do or not. So you here can see mine tier by tier, and you can steal the structure if you want to. So for instance, free subscribers, they get occasional posts, they get tutorials and podcasts. That is like the taste test. And the monthly members get access to everything, plus weekly Q&As, meaning everything here means, it could be more specific, but it means then that they're going to get access to all the posts, also those behind the paywall. And we have also masterclasses, for instance, where I'm going to invite people that I am talking with on YouTube. And the annual members, they get the complete beginners course plus the community. That course alone is worth more than the subscription. And then we have the founding members. They get the big one, my personal coaching program, 101 sessions, all access pass, like the whole thing. And here's the tip I really want you to write down. Every tier needs a reason to exist. Every tier needs a reason to exist. So monthly gets access, annual gets the course, founding gets me. Okay? So don't make your tiers different prices for the same thing. Make them different promises. So often when I'm meeting with someone and this person is telling me what this person offers, we're like, oh my God, okay, this is cool, but somehow it feels like as if there is no advantage over the other perks. So really think about it. Okay, what can you offer? And on top of that, I offer like DM support, for instance, so paid subscribers can message me directly when they're stuck. And my founding members can even gift a free premium membership to a writer friend. They also have WhatsApp contact with me. There's lots of stuff that I don't put here and that I now can put when it comes to the perks, which I think is cool. So this is something that I could do here so that we then would see, for instance, I don't know, maybe 4 thumbnails or 6 It really depends, you know. I think it's amazing showing what's all included, what is the whole package. However, it could also be that some people are gonna say, "Oh, Christina, this is too much. I can't go through all of this. This is just too much. I just need this and that," and then they can pick, for instance, specific mini courses or so, and just buy them as standalone for whatever $49 or so, you know. So this is the thing. When you're still stuck on ideas, I would try checklists, cheat sheets, templates, swipe files, discount codes for your course or book, monthly Ask Me Anything, office hours, a bonus PDF chapter of your book. The rule, I think, is simple. Start with one perk that matches what readers already come to you for, maybe in the comments at the moment. So food writer, for instance, gonna go with recipe ebook, finance writer gonna go with budget spreadsheet. You get the idea, you know, you're gonna be an AI writer, so you're gonna share something with AI, an app you created with Lovable or so, you know. And when we're now talking about what it can and can't, I promise you, to be honest, and what I found is that after experimenting with this for a while, that the perks can do definitely like discount codes, downloadable resources, and session invites, targeting specific audiences like annual and founding subscribers only, auto creating that, you know, perks tab with visual cards that adapt to each visitor, turning locked perks into an upgrade prompt for your free readers. And yeah, if you're hearing this, you hear maybe already what perks can't do yet. And this is the catch, I think, because first, you have no native digital downloads. Substack doesn't host your ebook or PDF yet, so you're linking out to Google Drive or wherever for now. And second, you have no live sessions with built-in start and expiration dates. So if you run a live class, the perk can't expire automatically. The same is, for instance, with me, with the community, you somehow have to find an automation how then people can get access to a specific course. And when it comes to community invites baked in, they are also not baked in yet. And fourth, the big one, it's a beta only right now. So if you go into your settings and you don't see it, don't panic. You are not broken. Substack didn't forget you. It's rolling out, and Substack says everyone gets it soon. And the good news is all of this is on the roadmap. Native downloads, scheduled live sessions, community invites. Substack says it's coming. And one more thing, if your perks have significant monetary value, check Substack's guidance on that, because there is fine print you'll want to read. Okay, my friend? And now I would like to zoom out for a second, because I don't want you to miss the big picture here, because before this feature, if you wanted your bonuses displayed like this, you needed a separate landing page, maybe a Gumroad store, maybe a website, maybe a landing page on Kit. That's hosting fees, design time, tech headaches, you know. We're talking hours of work in easily hundreds of dollars a year. Okay, so for instance, for Kit, I'm paying $200 per month. Now it's free. It's built in, and it looks wonderful, and it took me 5 minutes or so. And your perks page doubles as a sales page that converts free readers into paid ones automatically. For a solo writer, that is seriously nothing short of a gift. And I would say your homework now is that you're going to go to the dashboard, check if you have the perks feature yet. If you don't, totally fine, you know. So now we want to grab a blank page and set up one perk today, you know, just one, and then drop a comment below telling me what perk are you offering first and what perk type do you wish Substack would add next, because Substack is actively collecting feedback right now, and the answers we give in the next weeks literally shape what they build next. If this video saved you sometime, you know what to do. Hit that like button, share it with friends, subscribe, because in the next video, I'm breaking down something amazing about perks, and trust me, you don't want to miss that one. So I would say, please drop your ideas in the comments so I can share them with Substack, and we're gonna see each other in the next video. Tschüss!